Exodus chapter 23. You shall not repeat or raise a false report. You shall not join with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. You shall not follow a crowd to do evil, nor shall you bear witness at a trial so as to side with a multitude to pervert justice. Neither shall you be partial to a poor man in his trial just because he is poor. If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again. If you see the donkey of one who hates you lying helpless under his load, you shall refrain from leaving the man to cope with it alone. You shall help him to release the animal. You shall not pervert the justice due to your poor in his cause. Keep far from a false matter, and be very careful not to condemn to death the innocent and the righteous, for I will not justify and acquit the wicked. You shall take no bribe, for the bribe blinds those who have sight and perverts the testimony and the cause of the righteous. Also, you shall not oppress a temporary resident, for you know the heart of a stranger and sojourner, seeing you were strangers and sojourners in Egypt. 6 years you shall sow your land and reap its yield. But the seventh year you shall release it and let it rest and lie fallow, that the poor of your people may eat what the land voluntarily yields, and what they leave the wild beasts shall eat. In like manner you shall deal with your vineyard and olive grove. 6 days you shall do your work, but the seventh day you shall rest and keep Sabbath, that your ox and your donkey may rest, and the son of your bondwoman and the alien may be refreshed. In all I have said to you, take heed. Do not mention the name of other gods, either in blessing or cursing. Do not let such speech be heard from your mouth. 3 times in the year you shall keep a feast to me. You shall keep the feast of the unleavened bread. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread as I commanded you, by the time appointed in the month Abib, for in it you came out of Egypt. None shall appear before me empty-handed. Also you shall keep the feast of harvest, Pentecost, acknowledging the firstfruits of your toil, of what you have sown in the field. And third, you shall keep the feast of ingathering, booths or tabernacles at the end of the year, when you gather in the fruit of your labors from the field. 3 times in the year all your males shall appear before the Lord God. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, but keep it unmixed. Neither shall the fat of my feast remain all night until morning. The first, the first of the firstfruits of your ground shall you bring into the house of the Lord your God. You shall not boil a kid in its mother's milk. Behold, I send an angel before you to keep and guard you on the way, and to bring you to the place I have prepared. Give heed to him. Listen to and obey his voice. Be not rebellious before him, or provoke him, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if you will indeed listen to and obey his voice in all that I speak, then I will be an enemy to your enemies, and an adversary to your adversaries. When my angel goes before you and brings you to the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I reject them and blot them out, you shall not bow down to their gods, or serve them, or do after their works, but you shall utterly overthrow them and break down their pillars and images. You shall serve the Lord your God. He shall bless your bread and water, and I will take sickness from your midst. None shall lose her young by miscarriage, or be barren in your land. I will fulfill the number of your days. I will send my terror before you, and will throw into confusion all the people to whom you shall come, and I will make all your foes turn from you in flight. And I will send hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before you. I will not drive them out from before you in 1 year, lest the land become desolate for lack of attention, and the wild beasts multiply against you. Little by little I will drive them out from before you, until you have increased and are numerous enough to take possession of the land. I will set your borders from the Red Sea to the Sea of the Philistines, and from the wilderness to the river Euphrates. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you shall drive them out from before you. You shall make no covenant with them or with their gods. They shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you sin against me, for if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you.